Hello. Welcome to my vlog, and I just want to thank everyone who have subscribed and supported my channel. And yes, another day to learn new things. Okay, so yes, maybe you have noticed that I have uploaded some videos, and those are free talk lessons. Okay, so some are trial lessons in IELTS. So now there are some teachers who find it hard to mm, find some topics for free talk lessons. So these are my suggestions. Okay, but anyway, when you say free talk, you can talk about anything you wanted to talk about. But of course, since you are the teacher, you have to focus on what are the needs or what interests your students, right? Okay, so you just have to help her or guide her. Okay, so now let me do a share screen. I have listed some words here, okay, or tips. So, first off, you should choose safe topics. Of course, you should not share something about politics. Okay, so maybe you can if it's unavoidable, but um, give safe answers. Okay, be neutral. If you can see that the student is really into this topic, so just let her talk and just agree with her ideas. Okay, so choose safe topics like hobbies, what's your favorite food, what you usually do and weekends. So those things. Okay. All right. So what does she prefer? Watching movies or reading books. So anyway, IELTS questions are like that. Okay. So if you have time, you can also show some IELTS topics. Okay, those IELTS topics are common topics, and you can use those in free talk lessons. Okay, because those questions are like personal questions because IELTS, right? So those are more focused on your thoughts about something. So you can use it in free talk. So in IELTS also they're also talking as if there's no one, right? Okay, so those questions aren't that personal, or if it's personal, that's okay, right? So those are safe topics to talk about. Okay, so everyone can talk about it, even if a stranger, right? Okay, so even if they are your regular students, you should choose safe topics. Okay, so we know those topics that aren't safe, right? Like politics or like violence or sex, okay, or relationships. Okay, it's okay to talk about relationships, but do not deepen that topic. Okay, to the point that you can use some words that are not appropriate or inappropriate for the um, lesson. Okay, because your lessons will be recorded, it will be monitored, so you might lose your job, or that would change his or her impression to you as a teacher. Okay. So number two, be friendly and ask questions related to her answers and deepen it. Okay, so just be friendly, so just smile, and if you think she said something interesting, okay, so just imagine that you're a friend of hers, okay, and or you are a detective, okay, so you can ask some questions based on her answers. For example, she said, I don't like men who are this and that. Okay, so let her talk, and ask her. So if you don't mind, why you don't like this type of men or friends, for example, it depends on the question. So yeah, she can answer, she can elaborate more. So it would waste time. Okay, kill time by letting her talk. And she will also enjoy it. Why? Because you are letting her speak. Okay, so number three, give her situational questions. Okay, so what if you will fall in love with a man who is like this and that, or you're in a situation where uh, everyone in this world is like that? What would you do? Okay, those are interesting and challenging questions, right? So you can ask her. okay, to let her think. And you can also assess her grammar or his grammar, right? And correct it. Mhm. Say, for example, all right, if I was a, so we all know if we use if I, okay, so it's a condition, it's conditional, right? So you should say, if I were a boy, I will, like that. So you can correct her, okay? But of course, let her talk before you correct her. Okay, let her say anything and jot down. Okay, so you can definitely use the notepad. So number four, if you find it hard to think of a topic, you can definitely suggest a lesson that would spark her interest. Okay, a lesson that would let her stimulate her mind or think more. Okay, and also you can play a game, right? Suggest a lesson or play a game. Okay, how about Scramble, right? Meg. Okay, so like this one, this is played by people who are bored. So it's a game. Okay, so I found a book that is like that. You have to scramble and guess what is that word or what are those words. It's quite interesting, but you can only suggest. It doesn't mean that she will say yes to you. Okay, just a heads up. Number five, give her quotes or him quotes related to the topic and ask her if she agrees. Okay, so this time she can give her or she can share his or her opinion. So it's quite interesting. So even me, right? That would be interesting for me if you will ask me something and I would think how would I solve it or my thoughts about it, right? So you should also think of her or his part. Okay, so you have to make sure that he or she is enjoying the lesson. Okay, so we should not prioritize ourselves. So if possible, don't talk too much. It's free talk, but let her speak more. Okay. Number six, be kind and always respect her or him, his or her ideas. You should respect it. Okay, so to avoid fights or misunderstandings, right? So he or she will book your class again. Okay, so that's why we will choose safe topics. All right. Number seven, let her or him talk and be a good listener and a friend to her. Okay, so that's it. Just listen to her and observe her grammar, pronunciation, okay, and her or his choice of words. Number eight, wear a smile. Don't do anything unless it is related to topic or lesson. Okay, so you should really let her or him feel that you are really listening to him or her. Okay, so it's not that you are letting him or her talk because you want to do something else. But if you are typing, okay, you make sure that you are actively listening to her and make sure that after she's done talking, you should mm, share some suggestions or tell something. Because if you're not doing anything and if he or she can notice that uh, you were busy while she or he is talking, he or she might second guess. Uh-huh. If you're a teacher, are you a teacher? Why are you doing something else when I paid this class with you, right? So imagine it, okay? So think of their feelings and their needs as a student or as students, okay? So number nine, show her some videos or pictures, but make sure that those videos are relevant, okay? Or pictures, say for example, right? So do you know this woman? Okay, she is this and that. Say for example, you talked about the writers, and do you know this woman? She is okay, Helen Keller. Okay, she's a blind woman, so you can explain more. Right, or show her some videos that would help him or her to understand or love the lesson more, because maybe she's a visual learner. Visual learner wants to see what they are about to learn, right? Number 10, correct the tenses and give him or her the correct ones, and give the appropriate words to use and even idioms. Okay, so take it easy, relax, okay, be calm, those things. Okay, so you should really help the students. It's your job, but of course, if you love your job, that would mean nothing. You will just enjoy your job, and that's it. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for listening. I hope that I have helped you. Goodbye and see you. See you, 再见. Please subscribe to my channel. Bye.